Today we're unlocking tight hips in 15 minutes with this stretch and mobility floor. Coming onto an all fours position with your knees underneath your hips and your hands underneath your shoulders. Beginning with the cat-cow, we're going to lead with the hips, bringing the belly down to the floor, the head up, chest up, inhale. Exhale, reaching the back up towards the sky, chin to chest, exhale. Inhale, belly down, head up. Exhale, back up towards the sky, exhale. Really leading with the hips here and tuning into how the spine is feeling, flowing with your own breath now. So now we're going to take some hip mobility. So we're going to take the left leg and take it out to the side, keeping the bend in the knee and taking it all the way back. And making circles with our knee here and trying to keep the core tight. And just reaching that leg out to the side but keeping it as controlled as possible. Going for 5 times here. And going the opposite way, so reaching that knee back 5 times. Keeping the stomach in, activating the glutes and the legs. Starting to make circles with the right knee this time, taking it up to the side, making sure you're maintaining the stability in the torso and the movements only coming from the hip. Going the opposite way, pushing the knee back and bringing the knee to the side and then back down again, 5 times on this side. If you tune into how you're currently feeling in the hips and you keep revisiting this mobility sequence, you'll eventually see progress, not just in this exercise, but in all the others. So now we're going to come into the 90-90 stretch, bringing that left leg forward, taking the right leg back. If this is enough of a stretch, you can stay here. Otherwise, inhale ahead towards the sky and then exhale forward fold over that left leg. Going down as far as you can, using the hands for support here. You can place a pillow underneath your chest if you would like to. Taking some big deep breaths, noticing the sensations in your body and allowing the muscles to relax here. And switching to the opposite side, taking a bend in the front right leg and taking the left leg back. Inhaling the head up towards the sky and exhale forward fold over that right leg. Again, using the breath here to relax the muscles where you feel tight, the inside of the legs, the hips, the glutes and the lower back. So coming into a lunge position on the left side here, bringing the left foot to the floor and keeping a bend in that left leg. Potentially taking that right knee back if you can and pushing forwards into the hips. If you need to grab some blocks here to elevate your hands, go ahead, or even a stack of books each side of the leg. Tuning into how it feels in the hips here. Noticing the stretch along the front of the hip on the right side. Taking some big deep breaths. And if you'd like to join me in this stretch along the side or stay where you are in the lunge, placing the right hand on the floor and taking the right side of the hip down towards the floor and squeezing that left hip in towards the chest here, taking some deep breaths. And then coming all the way back forwards into the lunge and switching sides onto the right leg. Maybe you can feel the difference on each side, coming to the same position that you were on the opposite side. Feeling the stretch along the front of the left hip this time. Pushing forwards into the hips if that's possible for you, taking some big deep breaths here. If you'd like to join me here, taking the left hand and the left hip down towards the floor here, feeling the stretch along the side of the body, hugging that right knee in towards the chest, taking some big deep breaths. Coming back into all fours here and bringing the left knee towards the left wrist. You can bring a block or a pillow underneath that left glute if it feels uncomfortable to sit down in this posture. But we're going to be doing an active pigeon here. You're more than welcome to place the hands on the floor here if you need some support. So really trying to engage the leg muscles, reaching the head towards the sky. Inhale the head up to the sky. We're going 3 times and exhale forward folds. Squeeze in the glutes. Inhale the head up towards the sky. Exhale forward folds. And inhale back up. And then exhale, relax. If you can, bring in the elbows to the floor or bring the head all the way down to the floor here. Taking some big deep breaths. And exhale, release the muscles here. And going back onto all fours, and we'll take it on the other side. So bringing that right knee towards the right wrist. So pushing the legs into the floor and the glutes, head up and chest up towards the sky. Inhale. And then exhale, take the head down. You can take the hands to the floor if you need the support here. Inhale the head up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, head up to the sky, last time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale the head up towards the sky, and then just take your elbows down towards the floor here if that's possible for you. Bring in the chest or the forehead to the floor if you can, and just rest in here, allowing the muscles to relax now, taking some big deep breaths, noticing where you can feel the tension in your body, on the side of the leg, in the glutes, on the inside of the leg, the extended leg, and just relaxing here. And then coming to lay on your back here, placing both feet on the floor, knees pointing towards the sky, taking that right foot on top of the left knee here. Staying here if that feels enough of a stretch for you, or taking the hands in between the legs, lifting the left foot off the floor and squeezing the knees towards the chest. Making sure you are pushing into the right knee and flexing that right foot up towards the sky here. Feeling the stretch along the side of the glute on the right side, taking some big deep breaths. Then staying in this position, we're going to bring that right foot all the way to the floor on the left side, bringing that left knee towards the floor. Should feel a stretch on the front of the right hip here. You can use the left hand to push against the right knee here, taking some deep breaths. So taking a figure 4 on the left side here, so bringing that left foot on top of the right knee with the right foot grounded onto the floor here. If this is enough, you can stay here. Otherwise, interlacing the hands in between the legs and bringing that right knee towards the chest, making sure you're flexing the left foot up towards the sky and pushing into the left knee here, taking some breaths. And then taking that left foot down towards the right side here, staying in the same position if you can. Using the right hand to push onto the left knee here if you'd like the extra stretch in the front of the left hip. Using the breath here, relax the body. And then bringing both feet to the floor here, really grounding through the feet and the knees pointing towards the sky, coming to a bridge pose. So starting to squeeze into the glutes. I really want you to think about you tilting the bottom of the pelvis up towards the sky here and opening out the chest. You're more than welcome to stay here or interlacing the hands underneath, being careful of the neck. If you feel any pain, just stay in bridge pose. Really squeezing those glutes up towards the sky here. And then slowly bringing the hips down towards the floor, releasing the hands from out underneath and coming and bringing the knees into the chest. Bringing the knees out wide to the armpits and taking the feet towards the sky. Taking a hold of the outside of the feet here, coming into happy baby. And you can either take a rock from side to side or just stay still. Allowing the back muscles to relax into the floor, taking some breaths here. You're more than welcome to stay where you are or take this alternative with me by stretching one leg and then the other. Stretching the hamstrings out here, just taking it easy, not trying to force a position. Just creating some movement in the hamstrings in this posture. Taking some breaths, making sure that the muscles are relaxed and you're not clenching here. Bring that right knee into the chest and extend that left leg out long here. Starting to make some circles with the knee here, going one way 5 times. Tuning into the breath and taking it the opposite way. Squeezing that right knee into the chest and then taking that right knee over to the left side and stretching the right hand out to the right hand side. Feeling a twist along the spine here, taking some deep breaths, allowing the body to relax. Taking it on the other side, so extending that right leg and bringing the left knee towards the chest and squeezing it in. Starting to make circles one way, taking some big deep breaths, trying to make sure that the movement is only coming from the hip. And taking it the opposite way. And squeezing that left knee into your chest here and taking it over to the right side, extending that left arm out long, feeling the twist in the spine here, noticing the sensations in your body, and coming back to the breath, allowing the body to relax on the floor. Bringing both knees into the chest here, squeezing them into the chest and rocking from side to side, relaxing the muscles in the back here. Take a big deep breath here, inhale, and exhale, extend the legs out. If you'd like to join me for a Shavasana, you're more than welcome. Tucking the hips under, taking the feet out to the side, palms facing the sky, relaxing the shoulders. Taking a couple of deep breaths here, noticing the sensations in the hips from when you first started the practice. And taking the arms above the head, bring the feet together, take a big stretch and a deep inhale. And then exhale, bring the feet to the floor, come to a side lying position. And then come into a seated position when you're ready. Thanks for joining me on today's practice. If you've got any questions, drop them below.